Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you. Hip, 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 hooray! Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Nelly'sVille cooking series. My name is Nelly and I make videos from Port, Nigeria. So today I have something special to show you, and of course I'll be having a guest later in the show which I'll be introducing to you. So today I'm about to show you how to make cake without oven. So what I'm about to show you today will blow your mind, like it will make your head go oof. So I'm about to show you how to make cake. And what's more interesting, I'm about to show you how to make this cake without oven and without sound. How cool is that? Let's get right into my kitchen. Let's start baking. Okay, for this recipe you'll be needing flour, and in my flour I've already sieved my flour, baking powder, and I've got cinnamon. I will explain about that later. I've got my flavors here. I'm using two types of flavor. I'm using butterscotch and vanilla. I've got my melted butter, I've got my milk, I've got my Greek yogurt, I've got my eggs, sugar, coconut oil, and my pinch of salt. Okay, so I've got my mixing bowl. So to that I'm going to be adding in my melted butter. So to this I'm adding my coconut oil. Okay, that's 2 tablespoons. I'm adding my sugar. Okay, I'm going to be adding my yogurt, but you can use full fat yogurt if that's what you have, but I'm using Greek yogurt which I have. That's good now. So to that I'm going to add in my warm milk. You need warm milk. So my milk goes in. My flavor, vanilla and butterscotch. And then give that a good mix. Next I'll be adding my eggs, and I'm using 2 eggs. And then be adding my flour. As you can see, my cinnamon is here and my baking powder. Then gently mix that in. Last but not the least is my pinch of salt. So this is the consistency of the batter you should expect, or you should have. Okay, it should be like this. So this is the consistency. It's meant to be like that. This is happening because of the yogurt in the mixture. Okay, so this is what is going to give you, this consistency is what is going to give you that light fluffy texture that you want on the cake. So our batter is ready now. So just set this aside, and then we will start preheating our oven. Okay, if you get what I mean. So I'm just going to turn on my cooker now. So this is our oven that we'll be using. Okay, this is the pot we'll be using. So I'm going to be using this pot. This pot is one of my old pots. I no longer use it for cooking, but it doesn't mean that you cannot use your regular pot. Okay, nothing will happen to your pot. So now I'm just going to heat up this pot just like you would do with your normal oven. Okay, you need to preheat it. So I'm just going to preheat our oven. Okay, so I'm just going to let it to heat up for like 5 minutes on high heat, while the lid is tight. So while that is preheating, we just move over here and I'll show you what we're about to do. Okay, so this is my 9-inch pan. Okay, the ceramic pan. and I have buttered it, as you can see, and floured it. You need to do this, okay? But one thing I want to show you with this recipe, in case you do not have your regular pan, or maybe this type of pan, I also want to show you other stuffs you can use to bake. You can use stainless. You can use your stainless to bake, okay? If you have stainless like this lying around your house, you can definitely use it. What you need to do is just to coat it with butter and then with flour. This is my 9-inch pan, like I said, and I have buttered it with butter and flour, okay, to avoid sticking and easy access to remove. We're not going to be adding our butter into our pan.
Yes.
So guys, our pot has been heating up now for 5 minutes and is hot now. So one thing I want to also show you is that to bake this cake, like I said, it is without oven and it is without sand, but you need some components to be able to put it together, okay? So one thing you'll be needing is this, something like this, okay? This ring something, I got it from my microwave. You know, when you get your microwave, it comes with this thing for grilling. So this is where I got this thing from. So it's from my microwave. But if you don't have something like this, you can totally use your ceramic plate, okay? What you need to do is to place your ceramic plate down there, face down, okay, so that you can be able to place your pan inside, okay? And if you don't have ceramic plate, but please don't use your fine chinas, okay? If you don't have this and you don't have ceramic plate, you can also use stainless like this, okay? You can also use stainless like this. So as you can see, I'll be using this one. I used to use, when I'm making multiple cakes, I'll use this one also for another pot. So you place it down like this inside your pot, okay? Okay, this is the one I'm using. So I'm going to place it inside my pot, okay? I'm baking gloves, okay? Because it's actually very hot. So now I'm going to be placing my butter on my pan into my pan, okay? But ensure that you use a pot that is bigger than your pan, okay? So my pan is already in here. I'm about to cover my pot and will allow this to bake. Now I'm going to reduce my heat to medium low. After your pot must have heated up on high heat. Once you place your butter into the pan, you need to reduce your heat to medium low. This will enable the cake bake slowly and evenly. That way your cake will just come out nice. But if your heat is on high, it will make your cake on top will bake, but under there will not be cooked. So that's not what you want. So you put your heat on medium low, and this is going to be baking for like 35 to 40 minutes. But if you have a see-through glass, you can also see through, like your normal oven, what is going on, okay? So we'll come back in the next 30 to 35 minutes to show you what our cake looks like. See you guys. So guys, it's 35 minutes now and we're here to check on our cake. It smells amazing. So I'm about to do the toothpick test. So just open up the pot. As you can see, this cake is cooking well. Look at that edges, guys. So now pierce my toothpick. Our cake is good. It's clean. You can also try it the other way around. It's clean. And when you're checking it, please do check both the center and the side, not just the side alone, just to ensure that it has cooked through. Our cake is good, guys. So now we're going to turn off our heat and bring out our cake. So the next time we're going to allow our cake to cool down for 10 minutes. Then we'll come back and then it will be time to dig in, okay? And then you'll be meeting my special guest. Okay, see you guys. So guys, our cake is looking so beautiful, okay? The worst part is actually waiting for this cake to cool down, but the cake has finally cooled down, okay? And I have, you know, decorated it like this, but you can do any form of decoration you want, just simple. I just added my chocolate syrup and then sprinkles, and this is the fruit I have in the house. But you can use any topping of your choice. You can do shredded coconut, you can do powdered sugar, just go wild, okay? Right now the kids are home, and if you're planning on how to maybe mark birthday celebration or any celebration at all, I have shown you this simple cake recipe, and the baking method I use is mind-blowing, and I hope you try it, and I'm sure that you and your family are going to love it. So without much ado, like I said, this cake was actually inspired by somebody's birthday, and I want to introduce that special guest to you. So guys, this is my special guest, okay? So today is actually David's birthday, and this episode was actually inspired by David's birthday, and we decided to make him simple homemade cake, okay, without much, you know, fuss. So this is David. David is 10 years old. David, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so actually I also want to use the opportunity to say that David struggled with autism. Okay, so if you're out there, you have issues with autism, you have anybody that is, you know, going through or passing through any issues with autism, or you want to know more about autism, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll be ready to talk about it. Okay, so David is 10 years old, and I'm super duper excited to share his story with the rest of the world. So this is Destiny, say hi.
Hi.
This is Daniela, say hi.
Hi.
This is Daphne, say hi.
Hi.
So these are my kids, and you know we have been forced to stay home, so today this recipe is actually special for me and for them. So we're just going to dig into this cake, okay? And I'm sure they can't wait. So let's dig into this cake.
Wow, this is delicious. This is yummy. I like it.
So guys, we are done with our cake testing, and as you can see, the kids love the cake, and I didn't get the opportunity to test this cake. Okay, so we are even, okay? Okay, you can give it a try. The recipe, everything, the procedure is really simple, so you don't have any reason why you should not celebrate the people in your life, your loved ones, and everybody. You can do this a night before, and you know, within the early hours of the morning, around 6, okay, you can surprise maybe your husband, your children. You wake them up, organize the other ones, you wake them up surprisingly and wish whoever his or her birthday is, and wish them happy birthday that early morning. It's really nice. And if you ever recreate this recipe, please do let me know how it turned out for you. You can send me your pictures on Facebook, on Instagram, on my Twitter handle. I'm there as Nelly'sVille, okay?
Okay.
So guys, we have come to the end of today's episode of the Nelly'sVille cooking series. It was really fun today having the kids inside the kitchen, okay, to taste the cake. And this cake, like I said, satisfied every craving you might have. This cake, you can present it to any time, birthday, any celebration you have at all, and it is very easy. It is like the most moist cake ever that you want to ever try. So I hope you give this recipe a try, and I hope you like this recipe as much as I loved bringing you this recipe. Guys, I want to say at this point, please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please, you really want to consider subscribing so that you will get more videos from me. So you click on the red button that says subscribe, and then you turn on the bell. That bell actually alerts you whenever a new video is uploaded. So until I come your way next time with another beautiful, mouth-watering, delicious recipe, until then, remember, better is not good enough. The best is always yet to come. Stay safe, guys. I love you. Bye. Mwah!